Hi everybody, today we're going to look at something a little weird. Yeah, I know. This is part of the Nissan collection. This is number 47, Nissan Pulsar, with the optional canopy on the back. Over the years, I have owned several Nissan Pulsars in various colors, including red. And yes, back in the day, these were rated as one of the top 5 vehicles rich people gave their daughters when they graduated high school. The Mazda Miata was also on that list. These were sporty little cars. So this silver or gray canopy that's on the back of this car had to have been a special order. I have never seen one that actually matched the color of the car it was on. I believe I've seen it in gold, white, and silver. I can't tell you which colors they actually came in. The car came with a hatchback. You could remove the hatchback and the 2 T-tops, and you were essentially 90% open on the roof, and you were getting sunburned that day. Back during the years that I actually owned Nissan Pulsars, I used to say, wow, that would be so cool if I could get a canopy like that and use the back of my car for storage space. You know, it rains a lot where I live. You don't want to have things uncovered, because if I had to haul something big in the back of my car, I would just take the hatch off, rope it down, and it'd be sticking a few feet out over the roof of the car. So when I had my first Nissan Pulsar, I was an oil inspector. Some people refer to them in the industry as gaugers or surveyors. I essentially would drive around to different oil companies and facilities and measure tanks and take samples. What I liked about this car, it got great fuel mileage with the 1600cc engine. It also had plenty of power, and it was front-wheel drive. You didn't have a lot of clearance, but when it was snowing, I could drive this thing almost anywhere. In fact, there was one winter I was driving it up the Columbia Gorge, which is known for snowy and icy conditions, and then my headlights got stuck in the up position. If you look at the hood of this car, those 2 little square things right there, they pop up, bam, you got headlights. When you turned your car on or turned the headlights on, the headlights would pop up. It was pretty cool. The funny thing was, my headlights got stuck in the up position, and if you went behind the headlight, there was this plastic knob you could turn to crank them up or down in case something happened to the mechanism. And I probably did that for almost 3 weeks until I learned on the dashboard there was this hidden button that if you pushed it, it would lock the headlights in the up position. So when you turn the car off, the headlights would normally close. In the wintertime, it was good so they didn't ice up, or if you're in one of them neighborhoods, someone's going to break your headlight or something. Yeah, it was a neat little feature. But that button disabled it, which left your headlights up all the time. So yeah, that was pretty funny. That was also the trip back to our office in Vancouver, Washington, that I had a load of gasoline samples, which are sampled and transported in glass bottles inside of a sealed, certified Rubbermaid type tub. And I had one of those blow up on me. It didn't blow up with flame and explosion, it just blew up with pressure. It was 20 degrees outside. It was probably 75 in my car. The pressure built up. Boom, it shattered the glass bottle. And for weeks, my car, the inside of my car, smelled like gasoline. Yes, I know when you fill a sample bottle, you leave a couple inches at the top for expansion, because as fuel heats, it expands and gets bigger. As it chills or cools, it contracts and gets smaller. You always leave a vapor space in there so they don't explode. In this case, that couple inches of vapor space was just not enough to stop product that was down in the 20s from expanding enough when it got in the 70s to blowing up and shattering that glass bottle. So when I saw this online on Amazon, I had to pick this up. I also picked up a Nissan Pulsar just like this, but with the original hatch on the back, not this fancy cargo hatch. I know, you say fancy, it looks goofy as heck, but if you have a small car and you can take your small hatchback and turn it into a small canopied storage thing, I mean, that's amazing. In real life, what I liked about this car, it was quick, it was peppy, the T-tops came off, and you were definitely going to get sunburned, so it's just like a convertible, and it was very fuel efficient. And being front-wheel drive, great traction. So let's talk about what I like and don't like about this particular diecast. The doors don't open, the hood doesn't open. The canopy may come off, but it didn't come off easily, so I didn't want to pry and break anything. So I don't think the canopy comes off. And certainly the T-tops don't come off, so there's no reason to take the canopy off. It does come in a real cool display case, but it does not have the level of detail that I'm used to from my other diecasts. But I can excuse this, because really, who in the heck is going to make a collectible diecast about a Nissan Pulsar? And something else I really don't like about this, it's the 143 scale. I really don't like that scale. It's smaller, not a fan of that size. You know, I like the 124s. What does something like this cost? Well, this was shipped to me from Japan, and it was $39. Yeah, I know it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of car. No, not really, because it's 143rd scale. And it's not like I don't have other 143rd scale vehicles. My 1976 Dodge Dart diecast collectible is also a 143 scale, and even that was $34. So this $39 for this is not out of the ordinary, but really, I don't pay $39 for a 124 scale vehicle. Yeah. All right, what do you think? Are you a fan of small, fuel-efficient Japanese cars? Do you collect diecast vehicles that are small, efficient Japanese cars? Okay, leave your comments in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching.
Beanmeister 22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.